So what I found is that a lot of us tend to be in a lot of need of deep relaxation because we tend to be pretty stressed out, pretty anxious, worried, stressed, fearful, caught up in trying to solve a lot of problems. So it leads to a lot of stress. And a lot of the time we get so caught up in that it becomes kind of white noise and we don't notice it, at least not to the extent that we could. And so we don't even have any contrast because it's just a sort of constant thing. For many of us, even we don't even actually completely let go of it, even in sleep. Some people do, and then they'll notice that contrast between deep restorative sleep and then their normal experience. But usually, the habit of identifying as all of the problems and ideas and so forth is so unconscious and so rapid and complete that as soon as most people wake up, instantly they're back into the identities and they lose sight of anything that contrasts with that. So they don't even notice that there's an alternative. So for most of us, it's invisible. So we're usually just so caught up in all of the stress that most people don't even know that there's something else. And so I've noticed that this is a problem for many people, that they don't even know that deep relaxation even exists. They don't know that it's available to them. They don't know that that's really pointing to something very true about who they are, the foundation, the essence of who they are. And so they're just caught up in the stresses and then trying to find solutions to their so-called problems from that position of the stress. So it gives a very shaky foundation, to say the least. So I'm reminded of, I guess, a parable of the man who builds his house on the foundation of sand and the man who builds his house on the foundation of rock that Jesus uses in the New Testament. So this idea that if you're building your foundation on, metaphorically, sand, then you have no stable foundation. So then how do you expect that you're actually going to get good results? But that's where many people are trying to build their house on, is on this unstable, shaky foundation of all of the distress and all of the identities. So there's not anything stable there. And what deep relaxation offers is at least a glimpse of a more stable foundation. So I think that it's really foundational. I think it's important to actually have a glimpse and preferably regular glimpses of this deep relaxation.